Welcome back again, my dear students. Today's lesson is reported speech. What do we mean by reported speech? Reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. And to do this, we will use direct speech and indirect speech. What do we mean by direct speech and what do we mean by indirect speech? Direct speech, which is very clear in this example, Mom said Nada wears a coat. Mom said Nada wears a coat. This is the direct speech. This is the sentence that my mom said. Now here in indirect speech, I want to tell someone what mom has said. So I will say, Mom said that Nada wore a coat. What happened to change the direct speech into indirect speech? First, here we see two sentences and we see comma and brackets. So, to change the direct speech into indirect speech, we will remove the comma and remove the small brackets, and we will put that, or we will join the two sentences with that. And then we will change the verb into past here. So the present changes into past. So Mom said that Nada wore a coat. What happened? We removed the comma and we removed the brackets and then we put that instead, and then we changed the present into past. So if your verb is in present, so it will be changed into past. This is in the reported speech when your sentence is in the present. Reported speech, you see your sentence in the present continuous, so it will be changed into past continuous. Let's see here. Rana said, I am making a cake. So I want to change this sentence into indirect speech. I want to tell someone about Rana and about what Rana has said. So I will change the sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. How can I change it into indirect speech? First, I will look at the verb. Here I have present continuous. So first I will remove the comma and the small brackets, and I will join the two sentences with that. So I will remove the comma and the brackets and I put that instead. So I will say Rana said that. I will join the two sentences together with that. And then I have here the pronoun I. When I have the pronoun I will change it to the pronoun that is found before the brackets. What is the pronoun found before the brackets? Rana. So Rana is she. This is only when you see the pronoun I. When you see the pronoun I, you will change the pronoun I into the pronoun that is before the brackets. So here Rana, she. So we will write Rana said that she. And then the third step is changing the present continuous into past continuous. So am making, it will be was making. Again, am making, it will be was making. So I will change the present continuous into past continuous. So the first step is to remove the comma and the small brackets and join the two sentences with the word that or the conjunction that. And then I will change the pronoun I into the pronoun that is found before the brackets, Rana. So I will say here, instead of I will write she. And then the third step is to change the present continuous into past continuous. So here I will say Rana said that she was making a cake. Am will be changed into was. So here the present continuous changed into past continuous. This is when your sentence in the reported speech or in the direct speech is in the present continuous. So we will change it into past continuous. Let's see here, how can I change my sentence from direct speech into indirect speech if the sentence is in the present perfect? First, you should know how can we put the present perfect. The present perfect is have or has plus V3 or PP, the past participle. So here, I have made a cake. I want to change this sentence, which is in the direct speech, into indirect speech. So here, Rana said, I have made a cake. So the first step is to remove the comma and the small brackets and put that instead. So we will join the two sentences with that. And then the second step is to change the pronoun I into the pronoun that is found before the small brackets. So here the pronoun is Rana, she. So I will be changed into she. And then we will change the present perfect into past perfect. Present perfect have or has plus PP or plus V3. So have or has will be had. And then had is followed by V3. So have will be changed into had. If there is has here, if she has or he has, so has again will be changed into had. So if you see have or has, so they will be changed into had. So here the present perfect changes into past perfect. Again, present perfect changes into past perfect. Let's see here, how can I change my sentence if it is in the past and I want to change it into indirect speech? How can I change it? The same steps that we have followed before, we will follow it now, but with different changes in the tenses. Here I have the past. The past will be changed into past perfect. How can I form past perfect? Past perfect is by writing had plus V3. So here I will write had and then it is followed by V3. Let's see how can I change this sentence into indirect speech. Rana said, this is the same sentence. Rana said, I made a cake. But here she didn't say I have made a cake or I am making a cake. No, she said I made a cake. I made a cake. So this is in the past. Past. So here Rana said, I made a cake. I made a cake. So how can I change this tense or this verb into indirect speech? I will change it by putting it in the past perfect. How can I form past perfect? By putting had plus V3 of the main verb. So here Rana said, I made a cake. I will change it into indirect speech. So the first step is to remove the comma and to remove the small brackets and join the two sentences with that. So here I will write that instead of the comma and the small brackets. This is number one. Number two, I will see here if I have the pronoun I, so I will change it into the pronoun before the brackets. So here I will be she. And then the third step is to change the verb here into past perfect, because here it is in the past. So the past simple is changed into past perfect. How can I put the verb in the past perfect? By writing had plus V3 of the main verb. So here V3 of the verb make is made. And of course I should write had. So Rana said that she had made a cake. So the past simple changes into past perfect. What is past perfect? It is had plus V3. It is had plus V3. So here the past simple changes into past perfect. Had plus V3. And here the same sentence but with different tense. I will make a cake. So this is future. So Rana said, I will make a cake. So how can I change this sentence into indirect speech? The same steps. Number one, remove the comma and the small brackets and write that instead, because this is a sentence. And number two, if I have here the pronoun I will change it into the pronoun that before the brackets, so it will be she. And then if I see will, I will change it into would. Why? Because this is one sentence. And of course I have here Rana said. So I cannot say Rana said that she will. So here how can I write said and then will? So of course I will write said and would. Why? Because will, the past form is would. So here would is the past form of will. And of course it is suitable to be written with said because they are one sentence. Here they are two sentences. This first sentence is in the past, Rana said, and the second sentence is in the future. So here I stay with I will make a cake. But here this is one sentence. So if it is one sentence, I cannot say Rana said that she will. I should write the past form of will. So here will is changed into would. Rana said that she would make a cake. And of course you know that after will and would the infinitive comes. So will and would are followed by V1 or infinitive. The verb is in the infinitive form, without s, without ing, and without ed. So here will is changed into would. Will is changed into would. If you see here the same sentence but with different structure, I have here I can. It is not I will. I can make a cake, or I may make a cake. So let's see how can we change this sentence with can or may into indirect speech. First, we should follow the same steps. First, we will remove the comma and the small brackets and write that instead. And then we will change the pronoun I into the pronoun that is before the brackets. And then we will change can into could. We will change the present into past. I have here can is in the present, So what is the past form of can? Could. So it will be Rana said that she could make a cake. And of course, can and could are followed by V1. If it is not can, if the sentence is Rana said, I may make a cake. So I may make a cake. I will change it into indirect speech. How? By changing may into might. Might is the past form of may. So I will say Rana said that she might make a cake. So here, if you see can and you want to change the sentence into indirect speech, so you will change can into could. And if you see may, you will change may into might. So can changes into could and may changes into might. Look here, if I have the sentence with must or have to, how can I change this sentence into indirect speech? Rana said, I must make a cake. Or Rana said, I have to make a cake. So, how can I change this sentence into indirect speech when I see must or have to? Let's see. Number one, we will remove the comma and the brackets and we will write that instead. And then we will change the pronoun I into the pronoun that is before the brackets, Rana. So here I will be changed into she. And then we will change must into had to. Why? Because I will write the past form of must. What is the past form of must? Had to. This is the past form of must. So I will say Rana said that she had to make a cake. If I have to, Rana said I have to make a cake. So I have here have to. The past form of have to is had to again. So both must and have to are changed into had to. Why? Because had to is the past form of must and have to. Again, must will be changed into had to, and have to will be changed into had to. Why? Because had to is the past form of must and have to. So now I will change my sentence with must into indirect speech by using had to. Let's see here some words. If you see them in the sentence which are direct speech, you will change them into some other words in the reported speech or in the indirect speech. Now will be changed into then. Today will be changed into that day. Here will be changed into there. This will be changed into that. Tomorrow will be changed into the following day or the next day or the day after. Next week will be changed into the following week or the next week or the week after. Yesterday will be changed into the previous day or the day before. Last week will be changed into the previous week or the week before. Ago will be changed into previously or before. Tonight will be changed into that night. So all these words should be learned by heart. You should study them very well and learn them by heart. Thank you and see you next time inshallah in another grammatical rule.